Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video where in today's video we will be going over my 2023 MLB Playoff Predictions. Now, a lot of new teams, second year of this new way to do the bracket, super hyped. I'm going to be watching almost every game, really excited. And if you didn't see my community post, I'm going to try my best to, for the entirety of the MLB Playoffs, do daily uploads. That doesn't mean every video is going to be about baseball. I have some Madden videos I'm going to sprinkle in. But yes, I'm going to try my best to do daily uploads all playoff long. But yeah. Let's hop right into this video. My predictions might shock you, so let's get into it. Now, the first thing on this bracket is Blue Jays versus Twins. These two teams are more evenly matched than a lot of people think they are. The Twins are an underrated team. They've shown their signs of life. They can hit the ball. They can pitch the ball, especially with Sonny Gray on the mound. That's why I think this series will end up going to 3 games, but ultimately they're not good enough. Give me the Blue Jays in 3. This offense with Whit Merrifield, Vladdy's going to have a great postseason. I'm telling you that right now. Bo Bichette, Yusei Kikuchi's pitched well. Manoah maybe can get back to form. I mean, this team has everything it needs to be a good team, and I don't see why they wouldn't be a good team. They're going to win the series in 3. The Twins will put up a fight, a bigger fight than anyone expected, but I'm sorry, just no match. Give me Toronto in 3. The Tampa Bay Rays versus the Texas Rangers. And the beginning of the year, everybody thought this was going to be the battle for the number 1 seed, but obviously Baltimore swept in and got it. And the Rangers blew the AL West lead, but we won't talk about that right now. The Rangers losing out on Max Scherzer, but the Rays losing out on McClanahan. Like, all their pitchers need Tommy John, basically. So, you know, it's going to be a pretty evenly matched series. I think both teams are going to put up a fight. Yes, it's going to go to 3 games. But honestly, give me the Texas Rangers in 3. I think the Rays will struggle. They have their weaknesses that can be filled in by the Rangers. I think the Rangers are good enough to beat this team. I think they have the pieces to beat this team. I think, you know, Marcus Semien and Corey Seager have playoff experience. This team has playoff experience, but not playoff success. So, yeah, give me the Rangers in 3. Next up is Brewers versus Diamondbacks. Now, the Diamondbacks started off the year real hot and ended it pretty bad, but they're still here, and they're still going to beat the Brewers in 2. I don't even think the Brewers are going to win a game. The Brewers are the most overrated team in this playoff right now. People have them go into the championship series. Excuse me, nuh-uh. They shouldn't even have won this division. They got lucky because the Cubs were awful in the last month of the year. The Diamondbacks are going to win this in 2. It's going to be a very easy series for them. The Brewers aren't good enough. They're not playoff built. They're regular season built. They are a great regular season built team, but they are not playoff built. And this Diamondbacks team is young, but it has the players to do it, and they're going to win the series in 2. And I think they're playoff built. I think they're going to be good for a lot of years to come. Give me the Diamondbacks. Marlins versus Phillies is going to be a real fun one. 2 divisional teams. The Marlins, new to the playoffs. It's been a while since they were in, like, the actual playoffs, because 2020 doesn't count, guys. Anyways, the Phillies looked great in the regular season. 190 game, way better than they did last year, because no one thought they were going to go far last year, and look where they went. And now they built like a better team. They're just a better overall team. But the Marlins have the pieces to take this to 3. They're just not going to. The Phillies are going to win the series in 2. I think the Phillies pitching is going to end up being too much for the Marlins. Nick Castellanos, Bryce Harper, those guys are going to do well. JT Realmuto, always good in the playoffs. Give me the Phillies in 2. Just a really easy series for them. We move on to the division series, Astros versus Blue Jays. Now, this one, I had to think about this. It's going to go to 5, all right? It's going to be a tight series. But I just don't see the Astros winning this. Give me the Blue Jays in 5. The Astros are the worst version of themselves they've been in forever. This is the worst the Astros have been in forever. And the Blue Jays looked pretty good near the end of the regular season. Like I said, Whit Merrifield, so underrated. Look at that catch right there. He's such an underrated player. I think he's going to play a huge part in this series. Vladdy's going to be back. Bo Bichette, again, the pitching. It's just with Houston. Verlander, Framber Valdez, It's like after that, it's a huge drop-off. Sure, they got Jordan, and Jordan's a playoff beast. Think about last year. It made me so mad. But anyways, I just think the Blue Jays are going to, in the end, and it's going to be a really close series, but in the end, in that last game, the Blue Jays are just going to take over. Give me the Blue Jays in 5. Now, for this series, I had to think long and hard because these 2 teams are some of the best teams in baseball. I think these are 2 of the top 4 teams in the league. They just play so incredibly well. They pull players out of nowhere, and they make them elite. Like, if you're looking on your screen right now, there's Andrew Heaney. He's been awful his whole career. His numbers with the Rangers were pretty solid. I mean, he's a solid player when he's with the Rangers. I don't know what, ticked in his brain. I just don't get it. And, it's kind of crazy about the fact that both these teams are so evenly matched, and people are completely underrating the Rangers. I'm not going to pick them. Give me the Orioles in 5, but people are underrating the Rangers. They're going to go far. Adolis Garcia. Let me talk about the Orioles. Adley Rutschman, Yennier Cano, Felix Bautista's out. Gunnar Henderson, Ryan Mountcastle, Cedric Mullins, Austin Hayes. Adam Frazier's underrated on this team. I mean, this team just has the players. And it's going to be about if they can overcome the playoffs because, they're new to the playoffs. But it's going to be about that, but I think they're going to do it. Diamondbacks versus Dodgers, my personal upset of the postseason. It's going to go to 5 again. Yes, I know. I'm probably sick of hearing it's going to go to 5, but guess what? Give me the Diamondbacks in 5 games. Yes, I know. The Dodgers are great, but people forget how close the NL West race was to start. I mean, it was crazy. It was jam-packed. It was tight. The Diamondbacks had the lead. The Dodgers weren't really close. The Diamondbacks just had a few bad months, and they were right back in it right after. I mean, this team is good, and they can beat the Dodgers. We saw them beat the Dodgers all year. I mean, all year they were beating the Dodgers. All year they were competing with the Dodgers. It's just, you need to realize that the Diamondbacks and the Dodgers are about the same quality, and I think in this 5-game series, give me the Diamondbacks in 5. They're going to the NLCS. Okay, so I know I said this last year, that the Braves were going to beat the Phillies in the divisional series. And we know what happened. The Phillies ended up beating the Braves. And I know I said that the Braves were an unbeatable team last year. But, no one's beating this team. I'm sorry. Nobody is beating this team. I mean, you saw them play. No one could beat them. I swear, I don't know if they got swept at all this year. Maybe by the A's. I don't even know. They lost the series to the A's. They didn't go swept. But yeah, did they even get swept? I don't even know. They are elite. They're the best team in baseball. Every player on this team is insane. There's no bad players on this team. Every player plays to their quality. Every player plays to the max. Matt Olson, Acuna, Albies. I mean, I love the Phillies, right? The Phillies are great. But I'm sorry, you're not beating the Braves. Give me the Braves in 4. All right. ALCS divisional matchup. Orioles versus Blue Jays. It's going to go to 6. 6-game series. Both these teams played their heart out. Brandon Belt, Vladdy. Now, I think Vladdy's going to have a really great series. I think Vladdy's going to have a great postseason. I think the Blue Jays pitching is going to hold up. But I don't see anyone in the AL right now stopping the Baltimore Orioles. This team hits the ball hard. They know how to beat the Blue Jays. They did it all season, just like the Diamondbacks did the Dodgers. They beat the Blue Jays all season. They beat this division all season. They're just the overall better team, and I think they're going to translate very, very well. And look at this guy. I forgot to talk about him. Anthony Santander is... I don't see anyone beating the Orioles right now. Give me the Orioles in 6. This team, they're just built. They have the players to do it. Their pitching is going to hold up against this Blue Jays offense. Like I said, there's going to be some players that have a big game, but the entirety of the Blue Jays offense will not be able to hold up. Arizona Diamondbacks versus Atlanta Braves, and you heard me talk about this team last time. I don't think you're going to disagree with me. I think you're going to know what my answer is, but give me the Braves in 5. Diamondbacks will win a game at home, make their fans happy, but I don't get beating this Braves team. I just don't understand how you can fathomly do it in a 7-game series. Beat this Braves team. They're the best team in baseball. They have everything. Everything you need in a baseball team. All the quality. They have players you don't know who are amazing. They have players you do know who are amazing. They have pitchers you don't know who are amazing. They have pitchers you do know who are amazing. I love the Diamondbacks. I think they're going to put up a fight in a few games, but you're not beating the Braves. Braves in 5, not even a question. I've talked so highly about these two teams the entirety of the video. I've said they're both the unbeatable teams in their respective leagues. I think this is going to be a really good series. I think it's going to go to 6 games. I think the team on top just has the better quality. It's not saying the other team is bad. They're very good, but it just has the better quality. The Orioles, consistency with all their players. I mean, you can't name one player on the Orioles besides Jorge Mateo who you know is going to go out there and be bad. And it's the same thing with the Braves. Guys like Matt Olson, who are going to rake. Guys like Ryan Mountcastle, who are going to rake. Anthony Santander's going to hit bombs. Ozzie Albies and Acuna, they're going to do everything they can. Austin Riley is a guy I haven't talked about. He's insane. These two teams are evenly matched. It's going to go to 6 games. And drum roll, please. My winner of the 2022 MLB World Series is the Atlanta Braves. And you probably saw it coming. But you look at this team up and down, you cannot fathom how insane they are. You look at the players. Matt Olson, Ozzie Albies, I almost said Dansby Swanson, Orlando Arcia, Austin Riley, Ronald Acuna Jr., Marcell Ozuna, Sean Murphy. Just every guy on this team hits the baseball. Every pitcher, Spencer Strider, Max Fried, the bullpen guys. Every player on this team produces how they need to produce. This team doesn't fail. This team doesn't do anything wrong. And if any team beats them in the postseason, they're winning the World Series. Hear me out. If any team at all beats the Braves in the postseason, just count them in for the World Series because this team is unbeatable. World Series MVP, I don't know how it's anybody other than Acuna. And I know he's going to win the NL MVP. NL MVP, World Series MVP, that's crazy. Great for him. But I'm sorry. I don't know how it's going to be anyone other than him. He's going to steal 500,000 bases, hit 500,000 home runs. The Braves, as a team, are going to hit maybe 2 million home runs. I'm still not sure. This team is insane. They do everything right. And the Atlanta Braves are going to win your 2023 World Series. If you did enjoy today's video, make sure you do leave a like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one tomorrow, where we got simulating the MLB playoffs in MLB The Show. See ya.